Well, there has been a major development in the ongoing Canada Post labour dispute. The union, representing 55,000 postal workers, says they will move from nationwide strike action to rotating strikes starting tomorrow. The CBC's Mark Carcassol joins us now for more on all of this. Okay, so where do things stand at this point?
Well, we first heard yesterday evening, Arti, from the national president of the Canadian Union of Postal Workers, Jan Simpson. She put a notice on the union's website to members. It was around 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. In that statement, she says this will start mail and parcels moving while continuing our struggle for good collective agreements and a strong public postal service. We did not take the decision to move to a nationwide strike lightly. Postal workers would much rather have new collective agreements and be delivering mail instead of taking strike action. The statement goes on to say that they refuse to stand by as the government scales down postal service and creates job cuts. So that was the first indication that both we and members had that they were moving from that national strike action to rotating ones. The big question, though, for many people who use Canada Post services, whether you're a small business shipping out your products or receiving them, whether you're a person who just sends letters and likes to receive a lot in the mail, the big question is when exactly will mail resume? We do know that socioeconomic checks have continued to be processed and those are still being sent out. But regular mail, when is that resuming? That statement from the national president on the union's website doesn't necessarily say. We got some indication from the president of the Toronto local in a news availability a little earlier today.
We move the mail fast. Once it's up, they will be delivered on after Thanksgiving, Tuesday, Wednesday. Everything that's in this plant here and other plants will be at your doorstep. We're very efficient. Postal workers care about their communities, care about their customers. That mail will be there. It does not take long for it to start moving again.
So Tuesday, Wednesday, according to the president of the Cup W Toronto local. Meanwhile, the national president, Jan Simpson, other union representatives have met with Transformation Minister Joel Lightbound, who also issued a statement earlier today saying, quote, "I'm encouraged to see Cup W's announcement that they are ending their general strike and shifting to rotating strikes starting on Saturday. That's Saturday at 6 a.m. local time. Canadians count on mail delivery, and I'm glad to hear it will be moving again while negotiations between the union and Canada Post continue." He will also be meeting again with Cup W officials next week. Now, as he mentioned, the negotiations between the union and the corporation continue. Here are some of the specific things on the table as of Canada Post's last offer to the union. Compounded wage increases of over 13.5% over 4 years, a defined benefit pension, health benefits and post-retirement benefits, up to 7 weeks vacation and pre-retirement leave, cost of living allowance that protects against inflation, and weekend delivery. That is still a sticking point right now. So as things stand at 6 a.m., again, local time tomorrow, regardless of where you are at 6 a.m., mail resumption should continue in some capacity, slowly ramping up to possibly Tuesday or Wednesday, and they will move into a rotating strike instead of the national strikes we've seen for the last several weeks.
Okay, thank you for tracking it all. That is the CBC's Mark Carcassol reporting.